So Liverpool FC make contact with Kylian Mbappe. Now this report suggests that Mbappe could leave PSG this week. He's just been offered a 5-year deal with an option to extend for a further year. Real Madrid are also linked, and Liverpool is the main team, at least in England, that are interested in Kylian Mbappe's signature. Now obviously we as Liverpool fans have been talking about Mbappe probably since he started doing boss for PSG. Maybe even since the Monaco days. And when I see this report from RMC Sport, I just simply see the fact that we're always going to be linked with Mbappe, even if he leaves PSG and goes straight to Real Madrid, which I think is probably going to happen next season, then I believe we'll still be linked with Mbappe. But the good thing about Kylian Mbappe is that he's good for many, many reasons. Forget the fact he's a good footballer just for one moment, but let's also look at marketing. Let's look at the fact he would literally bring a whole entire, probably generation of fans to the club, because the way it works, even though us local fans, or if you are a local fan, then you'll know you support the team that you've been brought to. It's not a choice, basically. Whereas for fans across the world, if Mbappe is French, yeah, let's look at Thierry Henry for an example. Thierry Henry literally had a generation of French people love Arsenal. And not even just French people, it was people all over the world. And Mbappe has a very similar effect when you look at the fact he does things with Michael Jordan, and he does a bunch of... He's a very flashy player. But there is a few questions, even though all them things are great, there is still a few questions that you have to ask before it makes this signing. And I think the first one that you've got to ask is the wages, because we know this deal will be free if we was to get him next season. I really don't think this report is right when it says that we're going to get him this season. If we are going to get him, it'll be next year. And we have to think about wages. When players leave on a free deal, that automatically gets them more wages and also their agents. It happens with Ross Barkley at Everton. Chelsea told Ross Barkley, yo, chill on your contract for this final year, and then when you come to the club, we can get you for free, but we'll give you more wages. Gini Wijnaldum, very similar situation. When a player leaves for free, that just means straight up you're getting paid more money from the club you're going to. He's probably already on, 200 grand a week? And that's just a guess, an estimated guess. Someone let me know in the comments down below. But if we was to get Mbappe, are we paying 200 to 300 grand a week? I would, but will FSG? That's the question. And it could even be more. It could be 350. You know, Mo Salah, if he gets a new contract, that's probably going to go to 250. If you're Mbappe and you realise what you bring to this club in terms of eyes and in terms of the fact that he's a good player, then automatically you're going to want them wages to maybe even be higher than Mo Salah's, which a lot of people will say is wrong, and maybe I agree because Salah's done a lot more for Liverpool, but you've got to think about all aspects of this deal. Also, you've got to think about, does he suit the system? Does he suit Jurgen Klopp? And if you ask me, and just my humble opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Mbappe would absolutely thrive in this Liverpool system. It's, you know, if you ask me the question, Mbappe or Haaland, I'd choose Haaland because I think as a striker, he's better than Mbappe. Haaland doesn't play on the wings, he is a striker. So when you compare striker Mbappe and striker Haaland, Haaland's a better striker. He's more of a goal scorer. But Mbappe in a Liverpool system, with that pace, with that physicality, in a system where you need pace and you need physicality, he's still very, very young, and he's very, not profitable, but, you know, he's going to make it a lot of money. There's not many things that are telling me that this would be a bad deal if it was to go through. But let's just talk hypotheticals. And hypothetically, if we got Mbappe for the start of next season, who does he replace? Get it in the comments down below. Out of that front three, because Mane has had a very good pre-season and he's had a sound start to the season. Maybe that could sway a few of the Liverpool fans to think, oh yeah, he's boss again, do you know what I mean? Salah, he probably won't be dropped in a year's time, especially with the fact he's probably going to be in the Golden Boot race again. Everything he's done for the club, even if he had a bad season, it'd be a question. And then Bobby Firmino, do you move him back and then put Mbappe at striker, or what do you do? There's many, many variables. I want to know what you think. If you was to ask me, who would I maybe replace out the front three? I think Bobby Firmino or Mane would make the most sense. It just can't be Salah. It just can't be Salah. That's the conclusion. I'm not saying let's sell Mane or Firmino. I think we keep them if we get Mbappe and just make the squad stronger. However, you can't you know, we've still got Jota there as well, man. Let's remember that, you know, we've still got Jota, who's also young. But I think the two players that you'd have to replace is either Mane or Firmino. But we would just have to see. There's a debate that Salah, without his goals, isn't as good as Firmino and Mane. But the only thing is, that's if buts maybes. Salah still gets them goals. But I think Klopp could make Mbappe look like the best player in the world. I'm not going to lie to you, people. Where do you think he's going to end up? Is it going to be Real Madrid? Is it going to be Liverpool? If I had to make a guess, I'd say probably Real Madrid, more so than anybody else. It's still kind of like a rebuilding job to do there, which is what I think Mbappe is looking for. I don't think he wants a Man City or a PSG, someone who's guaranteed trophies. I think he wants to work for something. And Real Madrid, they're not guaranteed trophies right now. They're not bad, but they've certainly got room for improvement. But it is just one of them things that we are going to have to see, people. So I don't believe this rumour too much that he's going to be leaving this week. I believe he's going to stay. PSG are going to do the M&M type of thing, do you get what I'm saying? And then next season he will make a decision on where he's going to go. But let me know where you think he will go, people, like I already said. Also, comment, Mbappe, we dream, if you made it to this point of the video. Thank you so much for all the support that you show on these videos. Smash a like, because it means more than you think. And also, subscribe to join the Redmond's army if you haven't already. Anyway, people, thank you for watching. Have a marvellous day, and I will see you all later. Peace.